Hi guys, alright? You are all very welcome. Thank you very much to those of you who have already signed up. If you haven't signed up, sign up. And I want to ask you that we interact a lot, that you make criticisms, suggestions, questions. I also activate the bell and let's go. So let's talk. A very common mistake that people make, especially women, is getting married or living together at the height of their passion. We get used to it. It goes wrong because passion lasts approximately 2 years, and it's wonderful when passion turns into love. But that doesn't always happen, okay? And then you're already married, that phase has passed, it's because passion is delicious, do you agree? Everyone is available, a seducer. Everything a person says is wonderful, you show the best of yourself. It's when a guy calls and says something, you melt, even though it's not cool at all. So, everything that doesn't make up passion is beautiful, it's cute, it's cute. Then it starts to get annoying, because the passion ends, and you need to see how it will transform. So, we have to be very careful, because in the passion phase, everyone is crazy with love, with longing, the person leaves, it gives you butterflies in your stomach, when will I see them again? My God. I can't stand it, it makes me want to have a zipper between us, so we can stay close together. So this trap is complicated. That's why you have to date, those who date enough to see the evolution of this relationship are. So girls, be careful with this. Well folks, another mistake is that we think that everything we perceive to be wrong with our partner will improve when we get married, through the simple strength of our love. This happens a lot, it's very frequent. The woman will notice things that are wrong, she will notice everything that she didn't like, but she thinks it will get better here after she gets married. The man will reassure you, generally everything that you notice when dating is bad tends to get worse. If everything is wonderful in dating, there is no commitment to sleep, waking up with that person is already bad, imagining when you get married. The best thing to do is to consider many things precisely during the dating period, where adjustments are made for you to see if it will become a more solid and lasting relationship. It's what you've already noticed during your relationship that isn't working well, that you don't like, that bothers you, right? And you talk and it's no use. So, the woman has a thought, that illusion that love fixes everything, that with her patience, dedication, the man will change, he will improve, that's what really makes it upset people. That's not how it works, okay? We have to point out many things, precisely at the time of dating, in the dating phase, where there are adjustments for you to see if it will become a more solid and lasting relationship. Okay? So, be careful, don't always be on top of what you notice, don't undo it. When we throw dirt under the carpet, one day it will show up. Third important point is to be content with little. Guys, why do you think you have to settle for half? And no one does bad things that I don't like, but he has a side that's cool. Ah guys, this is you wanting to convince yourself that that is enough. It's very complicated when we lower the quality standards we want. Many women say, if I don't want it, someone else will do it, I'll lose. We have this idea that our love will help the other to change. We only change when we come to the conclusion that we are going down the wrong path, that it is not working, that it is not good. So, she reformulates herself to try to change the course of that situation. You can do this to yourself. Now, forcing someone else to do this is very complicated. The most we can do is motivate a person enough for them to realize that if they don't report that behavior, they will lose you. But this is something that has to come from the person. She has to fall down and realize that she is depending. Fourth point, seek happiness in others. Only we ourselves have the responsibility to make ourselves happy. Nobody has that formula. It gets really bad when you put autonomy in the hands of other people. You become dependent, incomplete. Because the other person is the one who will validate you, the one who will tell you how important you are, that you are beautiful, wonderful, powerful. So, you are in the other person's hands. And that's not just in your love relationship, in everything, in your job, in your family life, in your personal relationships. You have to know very well who you are. That's why we have to know ourselves, invest in self-knowledge, that's the only way we know how far we'll go, how far others can go with us. So how do you take control of your life? If you put all your happiness in someone else's responsibility, he has to make you happy, he has to show you that he is important. No, people, we are the ones who need to know our importance. It's not someone else who comes to the island, it's us. So, always choose yourself, always, always, know your potential, power, what you have, where you are, where your happiness lies, what makes you happy, what makes you feel safe. If you have a person who will value you, it's not complicated, you have to know your value. No one is responsible for making us happy. If we know how to seek happiness, we share it with the other person. Being with someone means sharing feelings, emotions, routines, plans. But, so, each one knowing what makes them happy, it's not the other that makes you happy, you have to make yourself happy, okay? The fifth mistake is dangerous, falling in love or staying with a married man. Guys, this isn't cool, and it's not out of moralism, no. It is a very complicated relationship and doomed to failure. Because if a man is married, he has a real emotional, moral and legal commitment to another person. If he can't honor this commitment to the woman he married, why do you think he will honor it to you? Among all these commitments he has with his wife and family, if he has children, everything is included, fidelity. If he is not faithful to his wife, where did you get that he will be? Be careful. Love is resentment, yeah, you know, but it's also a choice. If you are falling in love with a man who is married and you have the option of trying not to live it, you are not obligated to live it. There are people waiting, years waiting for someone to separate because there is that conversation that the man is in a failed relationship, that his marriage is over. But there is one who says that the crazy woman, the influential woman, is the one who has children, that she has assets to divide, that it is complicated, that the woman waits and waits. So, I think we deserve one person just for us, actually, okay? So, go look for it. We have to know that we deserve it. So, people, make a decision in your life, there are values that are non-negotiable. Don't share your love with anyone. For what? If you can't have a whole person, who will you have half of? It's very complicated, it's only called halfway, because we deserve everything, really. It's very common, that's what I see, independent, beautiful women, you know, sure of themselves and subjecting themselves to unequal relationships, you know, where the guy loses, the guy doesn't value enough. So, to choose a man like this, your choice has to be wise, choose your individuality, your security, because a lot of people are reassured when we stay with a person who doesn't value us. Now, if done with a person who doesn't value you, if you don't value yourself either. Because if you put a person first, they automatically realize they are second, third, fourth. It is not. I will always look for a partner who reflects the value I place on myself. If I give in to a creature who judges me, who humiliates me, who betrays me, who never really knows if he wants to be with me, there isn't that guy asking for time all the time. We don't need this, nobody needs this, don't reduce, you know, your excellence, your standard of demand to end up in a better relationship. So guys, I hope that before you find the right person, you find yourself, so as not to burden them with the thankless responsibility of making you happy. I think this sentence sums up everything we said. No one is responsible for making us happy, we are. Thank you very much for watching this video until the end. Remember a friend who needs some of these tips, share. Please give a like, ring the bell and stay with us in all the videos. I hope you liked it, guys. Look, kiss on the heart.